Oh, okay. I just saw Wonder Woman 1984. I realize there's no big fancy poster on here, but yeah, I got to see it on December the 16th before it's supposed to release on HBO Max and most theaters worldwide. I was lucky enough to get to see it early, risked my life to go out and see the movie. There's a lot of COVID cases around me, but the movie was worth the risk because Wonder Woman 1984 is easily one of the best movies I've seen all year. It's really exciting. It's really fun in a big, cheesy, goofy kind of way, but it's also packing a lot of heart and some really great performances and really great character building. Okay, I'm just going to say what I didn't really like about the movie right now before getting to the really good stuff. The one problem I have with this movie is that it's a tad bit too long. Much like its predecessor, the first Wonder Woman, it's teetering on a bit too long. The first act felt a bit heavy. There's a bit too much going on. But if I actually look back and figured to myself, what would I take out from this movie? I have no idea what I would want to take out. And it would be a chore to think of what I would want to take out from this movie. Because this movie's just... The lizard agrees with me. Anyway, it does feel a bit long, but it's still a really good movie. Okay, the great stuff. The characters. Man, they're great. Gal Gadot as Wonder Woman, I think she's even better in this than she's ever been. There's a lot of emotional depth. The way she plays off of Chris Pine and Steve Trevor. Fantastic. Those are some of the best moments from the first movie, and a lot of it's carried over into this one, and it's great. The tender moments, the really heartfelt moments. The movie made me tear up. It's really good. I bought into the chemistry that they had. And also, it's really rare to see a superhero movie pay so much attention to its villains. The villains in this movie, they're really good. Patty Jenkins, kudos. As a director, she really paid attention to the villains, to their strife, to their struggle. I really clicked with Pedro Pascal and Kristen Wiig as Max Lord and Cheetah, respectively. They're really interesting characters, and I think the movie just had the right amount of time put onto each of these characters so that we're able to follow their journeys and understand them more. That's just some really, really good stuff. I really enjoyed it. I never felt wanting in this movie. I never felt like none of the characters were fleshed out. I really liked the way the movie handled its characters, and I think that's the best part. Also, the message at its core, it's really heartwarming, and in a way, this movie is really kind of cheesy and goofy. I mean, yeah, there's some scenes that look kind of goofy. There's no other way to put it, but it's fun. It's fun in the way that Spider-Man 2 was really fun, which is also a great superhero sequel. And I think Wonder Woman 1984 and Spider-Man 2 have a lot in common. But I don't want to get into that right now. But they're both really great superhero movie sequels. Yeah, it's fun. It's cheesy. It's goofy. But I'm sure that Patty Jenkins knows this. She's just having so much fun with these characters. And you can tell there's a lot of heart that went into this one. She really cared about this movie, and it shows. It's just so fun. It's so heartwarming. And the message, it's great. I was a bit worried from the trailers that this movie was going to be a bit heavy-handed. It's going to be too political, and the message is going to be too pushy or preachy. But, oh my goodness, I was so relieved when the movie came out, and it just told such a simple, straightforward, really great story, a really great message without coming off as overly preachy. It's great. Thank you, Patty Jenkins. This was just a great message for everyone to hear, and it's done in such a really well-made manner. It's just so great. It's so much fun. It's the perfect movie to cap off 2020 with this crappy, shitty year. At least we could end it on a high note in the cinematic landscape, at least. It's fun to watch with your family. It's fun to watch as a holiday movie because it's coincidentally a really great holiday movie. And I'm actually glad that it came out in December because it's a perfect time for a movie like this. But I'm glad it wasn't a summer movie. This is a perfect movie for the holiday season. It's kind of like the Wonder Woman holiday special in a way because it feels like that. It's a really fun... I've said the word fun so much, but it is. It's got heart. It's got charm. It's witty. It's goofy, but in that kind of cheesy Sam Raimi Spider-Man kind of way. It feels like a great Saturday, Sunday morning cartoon you used to watch as a kid. And the 1980s aesthetic is also really good. I just wish maybe she could have done more with more 1980s songs and whatnot. But then again, when you have the maestro Hans Zimmer himself making the music for this movie, I guess you don't want to drown him out with an overdose of 80s beats. And we've had a lot of 80s nostalgia recently. I can't think of anything that I really disliked about it besides the lack of the 80s songs, which is kind of subjective, and the length, which, yeah, I guess it's a bit long, but it doesn't feel boring. I didn't feel bored. It didn't feel the length. I don't even know. I didn't check how long the movie was, but it's like 2 hours and a half, I think. It didn't feel like that. It was really good, start to finish. There's a lot of great stuff to unpack in this movie. It's a great, fun watch, and I highly recommend it. And I would say that Wonder Woman 1984 is definitely worth watching when it comes out. It's going to be coming out in theaters and streaming, but if you can, do watch it in theaters if you are able to. I know it's really tough now with the pandemic and all that crap that's been going on, but hey, it's worth a watch in the biggest screen you can. I just wish I got to watch it in IMAX. Unfortunately, I just got to see in some crummy little theater, but hey, beggars can be choosers, I guess. This is a really shitty time for everybody, but I'm glad to have watched this movie, and kudos Patty Jenkins and everybody who worked on this one. Fantastic job. Loved everybody in it, and my phone's going off because I need to go out soon. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.